We are certainly going to be using Zoom again this morning. So if you are with us in attendance this morning, please remember to mute your devices. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Boyce.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, before we begin this morning's meeting, I'd like to acknowledge the recent winter weather, obviously, that we've been talking about this morning here in Franklin County. This storm obviously is very historic. We only get weather like this every 2 or 3 decades, probably. Level 3 snow emergencies never happened before in Franklin County. We haven't had one. So it's created a lot of significant challenges for our community. But I want to say, give us a sincere thank you to all of the county staff, our first responders, and our partner agencies who've been working so diligently around the clock to keep our residents safe and to maintain essential services under these difficult conditions. We are also very grateful to the public for their patience and their understanding as we, and the crews that have been continued to work so hard and respond and recover through all of this. I also want to take a moment to share my concerns, and I'm sure that my colleagues also have been concerned about the continued volatile situation in Minneapolis. We've had a second fatal shooting involving the law enforcement officials from Immigration Services and with their operations in Minneapolis. We have friends in Hennepin County commissioners, and the investigations that are going on there should not be delayed. People need to be held accountable. And above everything else, our government, our federal government, somebody needs to be held accountable for what's happened up there. The people of Minnesota have shown, so far, I believe, great patience, certainly have shown great compassion, determination, grit, love during all these protests. And the world is watching, and certainly we are watching, and we will stand with them. I don't know if I'm certain my colleagues probably have something they'd like to say.
I think you said it all.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would
Okay. All right. We need an approval of the minutes of the October 23rd, 2025 administrative session, November 18th and December 4th, 2025 budget hearings, and the January 6th, 2026 organizational meeting, and the January 6th, 2026 general session.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Thank you. The minutes have been approved.
All right, let's start with the engineer this morning.
Resolution number 4526, the 2026 Resurfacing Program for Franklin County, Ohio, declared necessary and hearing fixed for Tuesday, February 17th, 2026 at 9 a.m.
Good morning, Commissioners. Nick Soulis, Government Affairs Liaison for Franklin County Engineer Adam Fowler. Commissioners, this first resolution does declare necessary the 2026 resurfacing program. The county engineer has identified 5 roads that will be a part of this program that need resurfacing. Those include Alkire Road, Central College, Chatterton, Havens Corners, and Winchester Pike. Pending any this is the first legislative step in the process that allows us to move forward with the hearing and eventually bid out the work, which will be in late spring. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of Resolution 45-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 4526 has been adopted. Resolution number 4626, Report third of the Franklin County Engineer, establishing sums of compensation for a portion of the owners of property abutting the Zuber Road Plum Run drainage improvements, Pleasant Township and Jackson Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $106,318.75.
Commissioners, this resolution seeks compensation for 6 property owners abutting the Zuber Road Plum Run drainage improvement located in Pleasant and Jackson Townships. This project is funded with OPWC dollars and seeks to improve drainage in the area. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 46-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 4626 has been adopted. Resolution number 4726, report 10th of the Franklin County Engineer, establishing sums of compensation and damages for a portion of the owners of property abutting the Renner Road, County Road number 27, from Alton and Darby Creek Road, County Road number 272 to Spindler Road, County Road number 153, improvement project, Norwich Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $3,367.
Commissioner, this resolution seeks compensation for 1 property owner along the now completed Renner Road project. This project is a TID project funded with OPWC dollars as well as private development dollars. And it improved the road with the addition of 2-way left turn lanes, drainage upgrades, and pedestrian infrastructure. We were initially unable to negotiate with the property owner, which required appropriation proceedings to be commenced, but with the assistance of the prosecuting attorney's office, we were able to settle with the property owner, and this resolves all pending eminent domain actions related to this project. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
Okay, if there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 47-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 4726 has been adopted. Resolution number 4826, resolution accepting the annual bridge inspection report for 2025.
Commissioners, as you know, the county engineer is responsible for the construction, reconstruction, improvement, and maintenance of all bridges within Franklin County that are under the jurisdiction of the commissioners. There are currently 357 bridges owned and maintained by the county, with 9 additional railroad bridges that we are responsible for inspecting. This report gives you the details of our findings, which is an annual inspection we perform on all of the bridges. 98.6 are rated on a scale of 0 to 9, with 0 being a failure and a 9 being excellent to brand new. 98.6 are rated a 5 or above. We do have 5 bridges that are rated poor. That does not mean that they're an imminent threat of collapse, but it does mean that we need to move forward with planning and programming their repair and or replacement. So pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 48-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 4826 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners. Stay warm and have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.
Animal care and control.
Resolution number 4926, resolution authorizing the acceptance of a gift from E. Louise Reagan to Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center in the amount of $20,000.
Good morning, Commissioners, Administration, Wonu Shan, Fiscal Officer for Animal Care Control. We have 2 resolutions authorizing the acceptance of gift to Animal Care and Control. First one from E. Louis Reagan in the amount of $20,000, and second one from Deval L. Rapp in the amount of $10,000. These donations will be deposited into the Animal Care and Control Donation Fund to support dog shelter operations. Pending any questions, I ask your approval.
If
So, he did 2 resolutions
That's
together,
right.
so if we could just do the resolution for it. Yeah.
Sean, if you could just focus on Resolution 4926 first, please. They
Oh,
have to
okay.
be separate
Yeah,
matters. So
we
just,
have a resolution authorizing the acceptance of gift to Animal Care Control from E. Louis Reagan in the amount of $20,000. These donations will be deposited into the animal care control and fund to support dog shelter operations. Pending any questions, I ask your approval.
All right, if there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 49-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 4926 has been adopted. Resolution number 5026, resolution authorizing the acceptance of a gift from Deval L. Webb to Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center in the amount of $10,000.
This is the same one. The second resolution, one from Deval at Web in the amount of $10,000. It's same like deposit into the animal care and control to support dog shelter operations. Pending any questions, I ask your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 50-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 5026 has been adopted.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, economic engagement and community development.
Resolution number 5126, resolution authorizing a grant agreement with Community Partners Youth Development Organization to support their youth creative workforce and entrepreneurship readiness program in the amount of $300,000.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Andrina Austin, serving as Director of Economic Engagement and Community Development. This resolution authorizes a grant agreement with Community Partners Youth Development Organization, or CPYDO, to support their youth creative workforce entrepreneurship readiness program in the amount of $300,000. CPYDO, in partnership with the Center of Entrepreneurial Development, or COED, and Warhol and Wall Street, operate the League of Creative Disruptors, which is a collaborative workforce development initiative that equips Franklin County creatives with high-demand digital, marketing, and entrepreneurial skills to compete in the creative economy. Through a comprehensive 9-month program, 150 youth adults ranging in ages from 18 to 28 will gain the knowledge, support, and experience needed to launch successful careers in the creative industry. Participants will receive intensive training in digital media, branding, generative AI, marketing strategies, and business development while working on real client projects to build professional portfolios and gain hands-on experience. The program offers weekly studio workshops, mentorship, employer network access, and the opportunity to earn up to 10 college credits through Franklin University's College Earning Platform. Each cohort completes a capstone project with a local organization, attends opportunity fairs, and receives individualized coaching to support entrepreneurial launch, freelance income, and early-stage business development. And also, Commissioners, we appreciate the Office of Economic Development and Planning, as well as the Prosecuting Attorney's Office, for their collaboration on this initiative that advances the Office of Economic Engagement and Community Development's goals by expanding economic mobility, strengthening workforce development, and deepening our community engagement. The initiative also supports your Rise Together Poverty Blueprint, goals number 1, 3, 4, 11, and 13. And Commissioners, both Christopher Jones, COO and co-owner of Warhol and Wall Street, as well as Derek Pinnell, Executive Director and co-founder of the Center of Entrepreneurial Development, are virtually present to share remarks and also address any concerns, and thereafter we respectfully request your approvals.
I do have a question, President.
Please.
O'Grady. Thank you for presenting this resolution. I want to know, how is this significantly different from the workforce development program, Ready to Work, that also gets funded, I think, through your office with the Alliance? It seems like, and I know Yogi is at the Alliance, right? Because there's also the council to the Alliance, and then is also at Warhol and Wall Street, and we fund a workforce development program, similar ages, to do the same thing. So how is this different?
Thank you for the question, Commissioner. Yes, Community Partners Youth Development builds creative workforce entrepreneurs. Participants can generate income as freelance graphic designers, content creators, building or marketing consultants, digital storytellers, media producers, independent contractors, and SEBE business owners, while Columbus Fashion Alliance prepares participants for direct employment pipelines within fashion, retail, and manufacturing industries, generating income as fashion district or regional managers, managing stores across the region, brand managers, overseeing brand positioning and growth marketing within the industry on various levels of strategies within the fashion industry.
Okay, so just the alliance is focused on fashion, this is focused on everything else, or?
The alliance is focused on, or the community, CPYDO is focused on entrepreneurial pipelines for employment, whereas the Columbus Fashion Alliance is focused on direct employment into the fashion industry.
Okay, but, I mean, they also help them with business strategy as well, even though they do partner with brands, they also are provided entrepreneurial skills as well to develop their own business model
Yes.
and branding.
Commissioner,
Okay.
if I can add,
Yeah.
the model, which I hear you saying, is similar. I think with the League of Disruptors is really focusing on content creation and marketing, and not just helping the fashion designers, because there is some collaboration there, but also with our other community partners and small businesses, so providing
Okay.
marketing, web design, providing, they've worked even with us when they've created some of our Pride logos, they've helped us with some content creation for our conferences. We've
Okay.
connected them to other organizations and nonprofits and small businesses to try to leverage some of the cost that it takes for a business to pay for marketing, a business to pay for that social media aspect, for branding and things of that nature, where the Columbus Fashion Alliance is strictly focused on that fashion industry.
Okay.
So,
Thank you for that.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you.
Mr. President, may I?
Please.
Yeah, I want to thank Commissioner Crawley for raising that line of question, because I think it actually undergirds a bigger question, and this is for the administration, of just looking at, given the strain on resources that we've got this year and potentially the next couple, just really looking at coordination, collaboration, because often we do have duplicative elements of contracts, and I think, I don't want to speak for Commissioner Crawley, but I like where she was, I like the eye she had on that of looking at, what are we currently doing, and what does that relationship look like, and if that's something we're doing over here, why not, I mean, this is not what she said, but why not invest more in something like that, as opposed to multiple different things, and then don't be duplicative. And I personally think that's something that we should spend a little more time zeroing in on a regular basis. I really appreciate that Commissioner Crawley brought that up, because I feel like I see that sometimes, that the lack of coordination, that there might be some savings in there for us and from a grant making, and we all support this kind of work, and we know there's economic development, its impact, and all that, but to Commissioner Crawley's points, again, I just really feel like this is something that there's a bigger question here about what we do in generally, where we could save from some of those efforts.
Thank you.
All right. If there are no further comments or questions, move for.
If I may, sorry, this is Chris Jones on the line. If I may, I prepared just something briefly for you all that might even make an even further distinction, if I may.
Mr. President.
Please.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity to speak. I am Chris Jones, CMO at Warhol and Wall Street, and proud partner with the League of Creative Disruptors, as well as the Center of Entrepreneurial Development. The Center of Entrepreneurial Development and the League of Creative Disruptors program is a separate entity and is a separate program from the Ready to Work and the Fashion Alliance. Although I do acknowledge that myself and Yogi are in the business world are partners. In a city recognized as one of the most creative in the country, the challenge is no longer talent. It's equitable opportunity for all residents and for us, for all creatives. And for us, the league is our answer. We've evolved from a 4-month cohort into a year-round self-paced league, an adaptive ecosystem where our disruptors, they build career-ready skills in AI. We're teaching them vibe coding, and we're going deeper into their content skills and their mastery of what they do in their creative careers, whether that be entrepreneurship, freelance, or employment right here in the county. We're also helping build those businesses, their portfolios, and build up their incomes right here in the county. We've supported over 40 disruptors so far, helping launch in 15 small businesses, and have generated back to the county over $78,000 in new creative income. And we're building more of those vendor pipelines that hopefully those creatives can become your vendors, your contractors, your freelancers, and your employees. We live inside co-ed and entrepreneurial ecosystem at 1890 East Main Street, but that too is more than a space. It's a launch pad for equity, creative commerce, and community. There's over 90 businesses in there, and our creatives usually benefit from that network effect of having that access, but also being able to work directly with some of those businesses. As we know, small businesses are a true pipeline of our county and of our nation. As traditional roles disappear, we aren't just preparing creatives for jobs. We are building workforces that powers Franklin County's economy and keeps our creative talent right here, keeps our businesses here, keeps our employees here, and keeps those freelancers that just keep those different elements of our county moving. So we do thank you for your vision and just seeing that our version of help for creatives and your vote of confidence as well.
Mr. President, may I?
Please.
Thanks, Chris. Good to see you, even if virtually here. I think your description is very helpful and excellent. The one thing I will say, Director and Madam DCA, I know it's like a broken record, but these agencies, when we give these grants, they've got to know it is not a grant that's forever. It is a grant that is designed to spur the work that they're talking about, to allow it to begin to take shape of it on its own, and they've got to immediately start looking for other resources to sustain the work, to grow the work. And the county will I know that we're limited, but I think over the next couple of years we'll be more limited as we really try to zero in on certain priorities, certain other aspects. This fits definitely in our ecosystem, but at the same time, I just want to reiterate, we cannot do this grant. So Chris and the team, you should immediately begin to start thinking about ways to continue the work, but minus the grant. Even if it's done again, it's just not going to last forever. And that's where I see the greatest drop-off, even in the economic development strategies like this, where, sometimes it takes 6 or 7 years for it to actually evolve into self-sustaining and really start to grow some of the things Chris talked about in job retention, in tax return, all those things. And so, but we got to be realistic about how we can continue to invest. So that's my only thoughts. All right. If there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 51-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes,
Resolution number 5126 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioner.
thank you.
Thank you.
Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 5226, resolution approving a subaward agreement with the Franklin County Office on Aging for Adult Protective Services in the amount of $2,014,500.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Carmen Barnes, Assistant Director, Job and Family Services. The Ohio Revised Code designates county departments of Job and Family Services responsible for providing protective services for elderly adults ages 60 and older who have been abused, neglected, and exploited. And the OHC also permits us to designate another agency to administer these services. We have contracted annually with our sister Health and Human Services agency, Franklin County Office on Aging, to do this work since 1999. The Office on Aging's Adult Protective Services and Interventions Program serves vulnerable adults so they can be protected from individuals or environments that endanger their well-being. The agency also provides advocacy for client rights, investigations, court intervention, and other assistance. Under this subaward, they plan to serve 1,600 senior adults. Through this award, the Office on Aging will also continue its partnership with the Franklin County Probate Court, which oversees the Guardianship Services Board. In cases where the adult appears to be legally incompetent and have no family member or other individuals available to provide guardianship, the Office on Aging refers them to the Guardianship Services Board. During the last program period, the Guardianship Services Board served 98 residents, and they anticipate serving the same number under this subaward agreement. Adult Protective Services represents our largest single annual investment made by the agency with our Title 20 Social Service Block Grant funds. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 52-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 5226 has been adopted. Resolution number 5326, resolution approving a contract with the United Way of Central Ohio Incorporated for tax preparation services in the amount of $75,000.
Tax Time provides pre-tax assistance services and connects Franklin County residents to financial education and savings opportunities. Services help qualified households claim valuable tax deductions and avoid tax preparation fees with the goal of placing residents on a path to financial stability. Since its inception in 2007, Tax Time volunteers have prepared and processed over 205,000 tax returns, helping Central Ohio families claim more than $220 million in tax refunds and save over $44 million in tax preparation fees. During the 2026 tax season, residents will again have access to both in-person and virtual services, and Tax Time will utilize the Lutheran Social Services, LSS 211, Central Ohio Information and Referral Service to refer eligible residents to tax assistance sites in libraries, community centers, and social service agencies. Residents with household incomes under $70,000 are eligible for Tax Time services and can schedule appointments again through 211. They can also check appointment times and sites by visiting liveunitedcentralohio.org/taxtime. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 53-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 5326 has been adopted. Resolution number 5426, resolution approving a subboard agreement with TechCore Ohio for a youth technology program in the amount of $350,000.
Through our partnership with TechCore Ohio, youth will be exposed to computer science learning experiences and careers in technology. Their Computing Career Corps program is a 15-week program that provides 9th and 10th grade students with 45 hours of coding hardware experience and exposure, 3D printing, cybersecurity, and technology career exploration. In the last award period, 93 students enrolled in the Computing Career Corps program. 86% of those students completed the program, exceeding the program's target completion goal. Under this agreement, TechCore Ohio will provide program services for 100 Franklin County youth currently enrolled in the 9th and 10th grades. This resolution aligns with the Rise Together Blueprint Goal number 11, and pending any question, I ask for your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 54-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 5426 has been adopted. Resolution number 5526, resolution approving a subboard agreement with the Columbus Urban League for the Journey to Wealth program in the amount of $105,000.
Through the Journey to Wealth program, the Columbus Urban League offers comprehensive financial education, one-on-one coaching, and support to help participants build savings, establish emergency funds, invest, and plan for retirement. Participants will engage in a curriculum covering essential financial topics such as budgeting, debt management, and planning. They offer certified financial coaches to provide guidance to help participants develop long-term wealth-building plans. During the prior award period, over 100 participants successfully completed the Journey to Wealth program. Of those, 65 residents established emergency savings funds, 48 opened bank accounts, and another 53 increased their credit score by more than 25 points. Under this award, the Columbus Urban League will assist 75 Franklin County residents to achieve similar goals. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval of this resolution.
I do have a quick question. question, President O'Grady. Just for clarification, Carmen, is this the same program as their 720 credit score program, or we just call it Journey to Wealth?
It used to be called 720, and then it was renamed, yes,
Okay.
about 2 years ago.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. If there are no additional comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 55-26.
Second?
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 5526 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carmen. Justice Policy and Programs.
Resolution number 5626, resolution authorizing a professional service contract agreement with Maurice Lee for program management services in the amount of $104,000.
Good morning, Commissioners,
Good morning.
County Administrators. Ernest Stockton, serving as the Director of the Office of Justice Policy and Programs. This resolution authorizes a professional service contract agreement with Maurice Lee for the program management services for the Justice Policy and Programs. The term spans from January 1st through December 30th of this year, with Mr. Lee providing project management services to support planning and the implementation of various justice programs. Just for some examples would be, he would be providing backup for Children of Incarcerated Parents Initiative, serving as the lead coordinator for the Landlord Incentive and mitigation programs, and serve as the front-end kinship coordinator for services with Franklin County Office of Aging, among other duties. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 56-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 5626 has been adopted. Resolution number 5726, resolution authorizing the Franklin County Administrator to execute a contract with the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas, Division of Domestic Relations and Juvenile Branch for the performance of court-appointed special advocates, guardian ad litem services for the court in the amount of $500,000.
Commissioners, this resolution authorizes the Franklin County Administrator to execute a contract with the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas, Division of Domestic Relations and Juvenile Branch, for the performance of court-appointed special advocates, CASA, the guardian ad litem services for the court, with the court agreeing to pay the Board of Commissioners for these services. So this contract, running from January 1st through December 31st of this year, will support CASA in its efforts of recruiting, training, and supporting volunteer guardians ad litem to provide service to a minimum of 800 children suffering abuse and neglect. Pending any questions, I would ask your approval.
I have a question.
Sure.
For the guardian ad litem, how many CASA volunteers do we currently have right now?
Currently, we're at 80
CASA volunteers
80 CASA volunteers.
to serve 800 children. So can you talk to me about that
Sure.
caseload?
Sure. What's happening with the volunteers, 820 children was served in 2025. So what they're doing is with the, they're doing somewhat of an aggressive rollout of volunteer recruitment, because the volunteers is where we're lacking. So what happens is when the volunteers come in and they're a little younger, and also, Commissioner, maybe they'll want to come in and under the law system, from law school, they're not staying. And the typical average time frame of a case can go from anywhere from 6 months to a year to 8, to longer and up like that. So what we're doing now is we're putting together an aggressive plan for recruitment, and that's what we're working on now for the volunteering.
So last year, what was the average caseload for a volunteer?
I don't have that information with me, but I'll make sure I can get that to you today. I can
Okay.
get you that along with the accurate count, because I looked at the count may have changed, but I don't believe it has, but of the service workers, the case managers that we have, but I'll also make sure that that's accurate for you as well, Commissioner.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about my service as a CASA volunteer many moons ago. I think CASA volunteers are absolutely vital to a case for children, especially those who've been abused and neglected, working with, a child attorney, working with their case manager. But when I think about, serving a minimum of 800 children and we only have 80 volunteers, I think about that caseload, and then making sure that children don't fall through the cracks, that they're getting they have a volunteer who's able to really be able to be engaged with that case, because sometimes the CASA volunteer is the steady person in that child's life with the court, with their child advocate attorney, and sometimes we see a lot of turnover with caseworkers or and things of that nature. And so, I would love to hear what you're doing to recruit and train more CASA volunteers. I think that's just a lot of children and to serve. And we don't really have the volunteer base that we need to really meet the needs of all those children.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about what that looks like, please.
Absolutely. Thank
Okay.
you.
Great. If there are no further comments or questions, move for adoption of 56-26.
Second.
57.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I'm looking right at it. It said 57-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce,
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 5726 has been adopted. Resolution number 5826, resolution authorizing an extension and modification to the subgrant award with Central Ohio Youth for Christ through the FY 2023 Title II Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Grant Program in the amount of $14,158.38.
Commissioners, this original model included guided mentorship with the discussion about relationships, education, respect, health, and safety, accountability, character, and stewardship, along with civic literacy. Additionally, in 2025, after-school programming was incorporated into this model for the first time, including sports training sessions, homework help, skilled classes, music classes, art classes, along with some cooking. With the original award being $25,000, our office seeks to extend the award through June 30th of 2026 by awarding an additional $14,158.38, given the availability of funding. This funding would be used for the continuation of their existing positive youth development program. Pending any questions, I ask your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 58-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 5826 has been adopted.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 5926, resolution to designate the official representative and alternate for the purpose of voting at the annual meeting of the County Commissioners Association of Ohio in 2026.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Melissa Kohler, Assistant Director of Community Appointments. This resolution will designate Commissioner O'Grady as the official voting representative and Commissioner Boyce as the alternate voting member at the annual meeting of the County Commissioners Association for the year 2026. Pending any questions, we would ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for adoption of 59-26.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 5926 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any journalizations?
We have two today. Case number ANX 126, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition, ANX 0126, previously submitted as ANX 4825, was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on January 9th, 2026. The petition is requesting to annex 15.3 acres from Jackson Township to the city of Grove City. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on February 17th, 2026. The site is 5713 Hahn Road, PID number 160-002601. And the document presented to each of you today has been sent to your offices via email and is being journalized as required under Resolution Number 85625, which grants the county administrator authority to approve and execute contracts in amounts not exceeding $400,000 from December 10th, 2025 to January 19th, 2026. The clerk's office has been tracking each contract signed by the county administrator under this authority as required by this resolution. The list provided to you will be captured in today's meeting minutes.
Thank you. That concludes our meeting.
Happy Tuesday.
Let's get this party started.